Cameron Chamberlain in the solid white trunks. Chamberlain immediately taking centre of the cage there, Jamie.
Yeah, looking to exert his dominance straight away here, Brad. Maybe looking for a bit of a wrestling setup here. Low hands, trying to draw in them punches so he can do that double leg shoot. Bit of a cagey start.
Yeah, patient start for both these guys. Both looked fairly amped up during their cage walks. Support inside the building for both these men. McCoey joining us from Ireland tonight.
Switching the stances, Chamberlain constantly here, trying to switch up. There we go. That's what we're saying, Brad. I could see he was looking for that double leg shoot. He was trying to draw on a punch, but wasn't really getting much back from McCoey there.
Chamberlain very nearly grabbed the cage on that takedown there. You have to be careful of that. Referee Neil Hall taking a close look as McCoy defending that body lock, trying to punching over the shoulder there. That's unique as a takedown defense as you might see tonight.
It is indeed. He's got that body lock. He was trying to drag that inside hook in there, and I think McCoy's seen it, trying to turn in. But I think Chamberlain set his stall out here, Brad. We know exactly where he wants to be, and that's on the ground.
Yeah, perfectly happy to tie things up and grapple here in the early offing. Perhaps just looking to tire his man out in the first round.
Lovely little switch take there.
Yeah, straight past the guard as well. Into side control, potentially taking the back. Well, he's stepping over into mount here by the looks of things, Jamie.
Yeah, good way to do it there. To step into the mount and then take the back from there. He's got both hooks in here, but this is a really precarious position now.
Oh, and the referee Neil Hall's calling time out there. And that was a shot to the back of the head, I believe, and Chamberlain being sent to the neutral corner. And it looks like McCoy is okay, and I'm sure there was no intention there. I don't know if we're going to see a replay of that at all, but I'm sure we'll perhaps get to see it between rounds. But nothing intentional by the looks of things, and it looks like McCoy will be able to continue. But Chamberlain just going to be warned here about the errant shots to the back of the head. He's going to target those correctly.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, a silly little mistake like that, he's made him give up a really good position, Brad.
Not costing him a point on this occasion, but perhaps the position will be the most important. Big bombs being thrown there from Ruairi McCoy. Looking for that headlock takeover. Chamberlain going to try and keep his back on the cage here. Oh, beautiful work. Counters the hip throw to take the back.
He's got that back as well. He needs to drag that seatbelt in now to try and secure the position and just really work from that back mount now. Maybe put a couple of shots, and if he can't get his arms together, but I think he has.
He's got a little bit of time to play with on the ground here.
I think he's going to step off for an arm at some point. He's going quite high there.
And he's going to look to pick those shots very carefully this time.
So
couple of options here, Jamie. Looking for a wrist grip there. He's only got 10 seconds to play with, but
yeah, I think he was looking to take that arm bar actually, and that's why he was too focused on that arm, and that's why I think he lost that position, to be honest, Brad. He sort of slipped off that side. Interesting
first round there. Story of the first frame was obviously the errant shot to the back of the head and costing Chamberlain the position he worked so hard to get, but you know, instantly on the back again and looking very much in control.
Yeah, I think that just shows the, you know, Cameron Chamberlain set that stall out straight away, Brad. You could see by his stance and the way he was stepping off, he wanted to draw them shots on from McCoy so he could take him down. That's pretty much what we were seeing from that. He got his way twice there, and at both times took the back. So I think this could be a really tough night for McCoy.
Absolutely, we see the attempted hip throw there, but Chamberlain coming down on top and now going for the wrist grip, looking for the Kimura grip there. Plenty of options.
I think if you're in McCoy's corner there, you've got to ask him to keep that distance, but then again, with a good wrestler who's shooting from quite far out, you've got to be careful. So I'd be watching for them sprawls and try and take it back yourself if possible. But let's see what this second round has to give us, Brad.
Well, the most notable offense from McCoy was that brief charge forward with a few big wide hooks. So let's see if he looks for a repeat of that. And again, yeah, charging forward with the hooks to start the round off. And Neil Hall warning McCoy that time for knees to the head, not allowed under this unified amateur rule set. You can knee to the body.
Very dominant underhooks there from Chamberlain. Up against the cage again. He's got a body lock on as well. And I think he's got the arm trapped in the. Oh no, he's not got the arm trapped. Sorry, but he's got a good position here. There's a lot he can do with it. He's trying to sort of ragdoll him about more than anything. There we go. That's what I was saying. So that sprawl is exactly what he needed from the takedown. Now he can try and work something, but he's gone to his back too quickly there, Brad.
Well, we've seen a couple of occasions now where McCoy has tried to throw his man over the hip and he's been either countered or reversed completely. So perhaps a change of tack needs to be in order here, and easier said than done with Cameron Chamberlain on top of you. When
you've got a very explosive wrestler like Chamberlain, you can be in real trouble in this kind of position, especially when you go for a guillotine, someone that can explode out and again take a position. He looks like he's going to isolate that arm again, rather than looking for the choke as much.
Yeah, he threw some strikes there to tempt McCoy into giving up his back, and let's see what he can do with 1:35 left on the clock in this second frame.
Well, 3 out of 3 on the back takes for Chamberlain, and it's looking pretty much in his favour at the minute, especially on this ground game. They just look like these big level differences, Brad.
And with just the 3-minute rounds, these long extended periods of control on the ground count for so much more.
He's gone for getting a very, very high back mount there, which again would say he's isolating that arm and maybe look for that sort of belly down armbar at some point. But he's against the cage, you're going to really struggle for it.
Maybe just a little bit high on there now.
Yeah, he's allowing himself to be dragged off, but he is looking for an inverted triangle, I think. He could step that leg through. Now he can.
Oh, he's got the leg through there. He needs to.
Yeah, there we go. So he's going to look for inverted. He's locked it up as well.
And he's basically crawled up the back of his man to lock this inverted triangle in. See, he's got a bit of a bite on this, Jamie.
He has indeed. He can now try and work out of that with the Kimura as well from the side. He can really cause some damage here to McCoy.
25 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for Chamberlain to get a miracle submission here.
McCoy's doing everything right though here. He's stacking and he's putting the pressure on the neck up against the cage. I think if that was in the middle of the cage, Brad, I think he would have finished it, but he's actually got his head partially out there, so I think he's pretty much clear. There we go.
And Neil Hogg's taking a close look at the placement of those knees there. They were legal shots to the shoulder on the ground. Didn't really have many other options, McCoy there, locked in that inverted triangle.
Well, we can see exactly why Chamberlain wanted to get to the ground, because the level difference is huge here. I mean, you know, standing, there doesn't seem a great deal in it, if I'm being honest, although McCoy seems to come forward a lot more and throw a lot more shots. However, Chamberlain just has that grappling edge, and his jiu-jitsu is fantastic.
Well, McCoy may well have been stopped and separated there, but were it not for the fact that Chamberlain got a takedown straight away, because he did throw a knee to the head, and you saw referee Neil Hall remonstrating with him.
I'm surprised he's not finished that inverted triangle, if we're being honest, because that was right under the chin as well. It was a really strong triangle, that. But, I mean, that's testament to McCoy's resilience, really,
yeah,
more than anything.
To fight another day and getting into this third and final round. The corner team trying to warm McCoy up for this third frame. And does there have to be a change of tack here? Is he going to try and bomb forward again? He does.
This is it. This is where I don't think he's going to bode well, him just running forward.
Well, he's gunslinging here, and perhaps.
See, this is why, again, typical wrestling sort of stance where he's got his hands down on purpose to draw these punches on, because that's exactly what he wants. And as soon as he misses an overhand, he will take him down with it.
McCoy needs a finish here, and you've got to believe at this point his best bet for doing that is going to be a spectacular knockout. So, oh, it's a huge shot from Chamberlain, though. Yeah. Chamberlain with the left high kick, Crow Cup style.
Big head kick there as well. Took it on the chin, though, literally. Up against the cage now, Brad. Again, the wrestling dominance will prevail here with Chamberlain. He's caught another head kick there, Brad.
Beautiful stuff there from Cameron Chamberlain.
As I said, in between the round then, I don't think there's much on it in between them on the feet. I don't think either is better than the other, to be honest. But I think the ground game of and the wrestling of Chamberlain is just far far better from what we've seen so far. Although he is looking for a choke there from the side, not really a good position to be trying to put a guillotine on. He sees that and lets go though, Brad.
And Chamberlain really has, over the course of this fight, had his way with McCoey on the ground. So you've got to believe that the confidence of McCoey at this point can't be very high. Chamberlain stepping into mount again.
Yeah, he went for a broken scarf backwards and then straight into the mount. Beautiful work there. The jiu-jitsu that we're seeing here is fantastic from Chamberlain.
Looking to posture up and create some space to punch from mount position. Neil Hall's going to be taking a close look at this one as these shots come down. He's defending there, but he's taking a lot of punches.
He can take an arm
and
there as well. There we go, good work.
Good stoppage from Neil Hall there. Not devastating punches by any stretch of the imagination, Jamie, but when you're getting up to 25, 30 unanswered punches, it's time to stop the fight. Good stoppage from Neil Hall there and a great performance from Cameron Chamberlain.
Absolutely, we've got the replay here as well. We'll see a little bit more of that third round, you know, with that head kick, a beautiful head kick, and also followed up as well, not just a single shot. You know, the wrestling difference was huge though there. You know, I mean, and I don't think that's, again, against McCoy. I think Chamberlain is probably one of the best bantamweight wrestlers I've seen at amateur for a while.
Absolutely, and we'll see the finish here, creating space. 7, 8, 9 punches raining down, and you know, you've got to stop counting at that point and just think, is this fight going to go any other way? Probably not. And it's at that point where the referee steps in.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee stopped the action at 1 minute and 51 seconds of